All right, folks, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. Real busy Monday going here. Lots of stuff going out, and lots of used equipment came in over the weekend, and we got some new radios that are also available here. So I try to do these videos from time to time just to keep people kind of updated with what's available. That way you don't have to keep visiting the website and checking. Some of these, I've just got one of each kind of in. Some of these, I've got multiples in. And again, this isn't all of the radios that are available, but these are some of the more popular ones, some of the more requested ones out there. So I figured we would go ahead and shoot a video and let you guys know what we've got. And as I go through these, I will try to make note and talk about maybe some amp suggestions that you can run with them. Because what I run into a lot of times is some of these folks jump out here and buy these radios, and then when they want to start running more power, they're not prepared to pay the price that it takes to get the proper amplifier. So, obviously if you buy a Stryker 955, 655, 447, for example, those are all essentially 100-watt radios. Unless you're choking them back, those radios are going to do 100 watts, give or take. Sometimes, depending on what mods you get done, they'll do a little more, depending, what have you. And what I run into is people say, well, I'd like to get a $200 amp to run with my Stryker. I'd like to get a $200 200-watt amp to run with my Stryker. That's just not really possible. Realistically, you're going to need at least a 4-pill, which is going to be a $400, $450 amplifier. So again, I'll try to talk about that kind of as I go through here for folks that aren't necessarily in the know as far as that goes. But yeah, that being said, after this video, I'll update the website inventory. And again, it'll be kind of first come, first serve as far as that goes. And again, this is not everything. Of course, I've got the Anytones and stuff like that. But these are, again, some of the ones that came in or that we got ready over the weekend here. Alrighty, so let's just start. Cobra 29 Chrome. This one has the RFX 95 on the back of it. You guys know I talked about it a week or two ago. Probably not going to be getting any more of those. Just they're not available right now. Don't know if they will be available again. This is basically a fully loaded 29 LTD Chrome. Echo board, performance tune, RFX 95 on the back with the ability to turn the RFX 95 off and on. So basically, everything that I would recommend or, that you can get done to a Cobra 29 Chrome, this one's going to have done to it. It is the FM version, so again, no VFO wind-up. I know that's something that people like sometimes, but if you want a VFO wind-up, you're going to have to get an older 29 or get a newer radio that can be done to. Because to my knowledge, you can't do them to the AM, FM 29s. So the new FM versions, that's not possible. But that's going to be one radio that's available. Again, I just have one of those, and we'll just kind of drag these around. This is a 955 version 2, and I think I've got 3 more of these left that are in line to get done. But after that, that's going to be the end of the regular version 2s. This is not the Plus. Some people prefer the regular version 2. I've got a local guy that hit me up who said he claims he's going to buy this radio and a Stryker magnet mount. We'll see. As you guys know, I do a lot of local business as well, so we will see if that happens. But as of right now, this one is available on the website. This one is all the way, has everything done to it. Max mod, final upgrade, and the modulation mod. Same thing, 655 version 2, all the way, all the mods done to it. This is the last 655 version 2 that I have. Going forward, they'll all be the 655 Plus, and they'll be just a little bit more expensive as well. Again, this one's got all the mods done to it. Aside from my personal radio, this is the last 655 version 2 all the way that will be available. Unless something changes and somebody runs up on a shipment full of them, at a discounted price, maybe I'll buy some. But outside of that, I'm already starting to order the Plus version. And really the big difference with the Plus version is they've got that voltage booster, stabilizer board, whatever you want to call it, to where essentially you can put lower voltage into the radio and the radio still does maximum output. All right, this is all the way 447. I got a couple of these in. Again, same sort of thing, fully modded, modulation mod, final upgrade, and the AM regulator upgrade. So a couple of those available. Now that we're done with the Strykers, what amp do I recommend running with these? At minimum, I recommend a 4-pill 2879 standard. You can't run RM Italy with these amps. Okay, RM Italy's are low drive type amps. You can't run a 1 drive and 4 with these radios. I may have said amps a second ago. You can't run a 1 drive and 4, a 2 drive and 4, 2 drive and 8. That's out of the question with these. The way you would do an amp setup with these Strykers, you would want at least a 4-pill, maybe a 6. And if that's not enough power for you, you would upgrade up to like drive one of these into a 4-pill into a 16. Or alternatively, you might get by running these into like a 2-pill 2879C and then running that into like a 10 or a 12-pill, okay? But my recommendation, keep it simple. At least a 4-pill 2879 standard, maybe a 6-pill 2879 standard if you want some headroom. Okay, that's my recommendation for the Strykers. Common question I get asked about what amp you can run with a Stryker. All right, this is a Superstar that I do not even have listed on the website right now. This is the 158 VDX, and you guys can see it has a 6-digit freak counter on it, so kind of interested to see how these do. This one's going to be performance tuned, and I think, yep, this one has a max mod in it too. So I got a few of these. I can't remember if we put the max mod in all of them, but they're all going to be performance tuned. And some of them will have a max mod in them. And of course, there'll be, if some have a max mod and some don't, there'll be obviously separate listings for those to decipher between the two. Probably run something starting out 2-pill 2879 standard, 2-pill 2879C, or again, if you want to loaf, a 4-pill 2879, or again, you could run probably a low drive amp with one of these, probably. But I would probably go like I would say a 2 drive and 4 2879C, but I might actually stick with a 2879C driver if you're going to run this radio into it, just so your driver pills don't end up taking a beating. Because it's going to be a pretty high output radio. If I remember right, somewhere between 50 and 60 watts out of these. All right, these are really popular. These sold out super quick the last time I had them. Mirage 36 HP3, and this one has the max mod done to it. Has the max mod regulator installed, so it's going to get with the program. I think the last set of these that we had, these are by Ranger, of course, I think they did about 80 watts, and they do really good average power. So I would recommend a nothing less than a 4-pill 2879 standard. The tried and true Connex 3300 HP, probably one of the most popular mobile radios ever made. Same sort of thing with this. This one doesn't have a max mod in it, but I think I've got maybe a couple of these in. I can't remember if we got a couple or not, but going to be performance tuned. 2-pill 2879C, 2-pill 2879 standard would be good amp options. And if you want to just cruise it, run it into a straight 4-pill, and it'll do you a good job. All right, getting into some of the turbo radios down here. Connex 33 HP Max. This is going to be a 250 watt or so radio. It's essentially a Connex 3300 HP with a amp section built into it. Out the gate, 8-pill or less, or no less. No less than an 8-pill for this. 8-pill 2879 standard, or the caveat to that, a 6-pill 2879C, because those two amps are essentially going to do the same power. I mean, I know that's kind of crazy to think. A 6 and an 8, one's going to do about the same power. They're essentially the same price, too. So you're either going to get a 6-pill 2879C, which if you're running voltage over 15.5 volts, that's going to be your option. Or if you're running standard type voltage, 13.8 to 15, an 8-pill 2879 standard. That's going to be your ticket with this radio. They're going to do about 250 watts, give or take. All right, big boy down here on the end. I know I think we've got at least 3 of these in right now. I like these radios a lot. I like the big meter on them, like the way they do. Have been relatively problem-free radios, probably, but outside of the Longhorn, these have been the least problematic from Ranger. Now, that's not to say that, I've had a ton of trouble out of Ranger radios, but the on and off switches were a pretty bad plague for a while for the 99N series. Again, I love Ranger, not throwing off on them, but I'm just telling you the truth. But these, I have not seen, probably sold about a dozen of these, and I haven't had them in for a while. I haven't really seen any issue out of them. Now, they're AM only, black face on them, nice big meter, and they do, 600 watts PEP. Nice radio. So, with that being said, you've got this amp, this radio that's doing 600 watts. People will ask, they'll be like, well, can I get a 1,000-watt amp to run with that radio? And the answer to that's going to be no. Your radio does too much to run into an amp that's only going to do 1,000 watts. So you get one of these radios, be prepared to drop the satchel for an amp. You're going to want to get a 12-pill 2879C or a 16-pill 2879 standard. Again, those two amps are going to do really close to the same power. The difference being, if you're wanting to do, 3,500 watts and you have stock voltage, 13.8 to 15 volts, then the 16-pill standard is going to be your best bet. If you're wanting to do 3,500 watts and you're running high voltage, like 15.5 to 16.5, the 12-pill 2879C is going to be your best bet. Okay, that's it, guys. I will get these all listed up on the website. Again, super busy day today. Got a ton of used equipment to list as well. So if you're looking for some used deals out there, some oddball stuff that comes in here, then be on the look. Gonna be some cheap stuff, gonna be some pricey stuff, gonna be a little bit of everything for everybody. So just stay tuned for that, and more videos to come. Also, before I forget, let me pause this video and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. You guys probably thought I forgot, changed my mind, or was backing out on the giveaway that was several months ago. I did not forget. Just went through a little period where I couldn't get these X9s, and then just kind of got put on the back burner because it's so busy. That was probably the worst time for me to announce a giveaway, the customer giveaway for people that had made purchases, but I'm still doing the drawing, guys. This radio is ready to go. It's performance tuned, and hopefully, I'll go live sometime this week and give this radio away because it's been looming over my head. It was several months ago. Should have gave this thing away in October, but the way things go, the holiday business picks up, and then here we are. We've kind of rolled right into income tax season, where you guys know a lot of people wait till income tax to make their big radio purchases. So anyway, that is the update on that. I just wanted to let you guys know I haven't forgot about it. I'm not backing out on it. I've always been true to my word with the giveaways, and this will be no different. I hope to get time to do it this week, but I don't want to make any promises. In the future, I will probably not do these giveaways. I won't announce them and then wait. I will do the announcement kind of after I already have all the names together. Because this last time I did it, I announced it in September that it was going to be going on through the month of September. So in the future, probably what I'll do is if I'm doing a giveaway in October, let's say, you guys won't know about it until December, and I'll just come out and announce and say, hey, if you made a purchase in October, guess what? I'm doing a giveaway. That way we don't have to worry about getting behind and getting sidetracked and not getting it done. But this brand new X9, it will be given away. People that made a purchase September of last year, you guys, your names are in the drawing. We just got to get time to go live and do the drawing. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. See you, bye.